Hi everybody, it's Kate Luella here, and I just wanted to do a really brief video for you about the 5 components to selling something. When you're trying to sell a product or a service, you're trying to get people to hire you, you're trying to get people to invest in your idea or whatever it is. This is what I think the fail-safe phases you could go through with your prospect or your client or potential customer, whatever you call them. First of all, you explain what it is, okay? So you need to clarify what exactly it is you're about to talk to them about. Then you say, this is why you should do it. You know, you talk about the benefits to them or the outcomes or whatever. Then you give and that's very general. And then you say, and let me give you an example if someone currently does this. So visualizing is powerful because it just makes them get it far faster. And it's also good to give bad and good examples. Show how it could do the same for them and how they can go about it. So you now are saying, look, for instance, McDonald's invest in, these serviettes, and the reason they do it is because of, like we've talked about the environmental. So if you do it, what we could do, because you've got a lot of serviettes in your store, we would first phase out, roll out, right, whatever. So, I'm just saying, you just apply that. This is how you could do it now, and then discuss the return on investment for them if they do it. So it might be more expensive at first, but down the track it's a saving and sort of things like that. And that's when they find out the cost, and you can sort of talk to that clients that have invested with you and stuff like that already. So I'm going to give an example of this. In my game, one of the hardest things to sell, but also one of the most rewarding things for businesses to buy, is Facebook management, because it's social media, it's a big growth area, and for the businesses that get this right, it's sensational what they can do. But Facebook is a bitch to maneuver. I mean, every time you get a strategy right, Facebook go and move the goalposts. So it's an ongoing tactical strategy that needs to be refined almost weekly, but there are businesses who still want to harness it. They know that people are online, they know their demographics online, and they know that most of them are on Facebook, so they want to capture those people, and they need a strategy. So you say, okay, well look, I have a system called Facebook page management. Now mine is called something different, but that doesn't matter. This isn't about me, this is just an example for you. So what you do is you say, well, this is what I do for my Facebook page management program. I do your regular posting, I make sure that you're there daily, I engage with the clients, I make sure that you have a strategy, a 12-month or 24-month strategy, whatever it is you do, and you need to justify your fee or whatever your service cost is. Then you talk about why they should do it. You say, well, if you do all these things, because Bob will say, but if I invest in all that, why am I doing it? Well, funny you should ask. And then you say, well, you can get more leads and you can get more sales because you can capture people that are talking about doing stuff, and you can get the hashtags happening so that you're capturing those people and you can engage with them direct when they're in the buying mode. You can have control over your online branding. God, everyone bitches about the negative reviews they get, don't they? So this way you can control that. If you've got a page with 1 negative review and 5 good reviews, people see the negative review. If someone's got a page with 1,000 good reviews and 10 bad reviews, no one sees the bad reviews, right? So, you just kind of talk them through whatever it is. This is why you should do it. More sales, you have control over your online brand, you keep up to date with what your competitors are doing. Some people just don't want to be pushed out of the market. Potential use for marketing later, because you can talk direct to your demographic about new offers, and you can test them and ask them what their opinion is, and so on. And then you give an example of someone who currently is doing it. And I think it's good to have a good and bad example. And obviously it'd be nice if the good example was your client, and the bad example, well, they could be your client as well, but you could say that obviously you're not doing that part of the business for them, but you're happy to discuss what they're doing and the stats. Discreetly, maybe you take the name off, whatever, you decide that. You would never discuss amounts, figures, dollars, with clients. But the point is, I guess what I'm trying to say is that once you've said what exactly your package or service is and that why they should do it, like the benefit of it, then you talk about someone who's doing it, good and bad, and then you talk about how they could go about doing the same thing and what sort of results they could expect. Visual aids here are absolutely imperative. If you think you can talk someone into buying, you are disillusional. These days, people want visuals. I mean, they want story, I get that, but they want story visually. So keep that in mind. Even graphs I find people get fascinated with. I'm not saying anything that exciting, but for some reason they think it's far more accurate. And it's also good to talk about past clients at this point that you've dealt with and say an example of someone, you know, that I think we could do a similar strategy for you is such and such who I did, and this is the strategy we use for them. So we could do something similar for you. And here will be the benefit, actual return on investment for you. And that's the last component, is doing the actual math. So showing them someone that, you know, it's not hard to implement, make them understand it's doable. Here's what you invest. Here's what you potentially get out of it. This is what, you know, such and such down the road got out of it. And I know because I manage that account, so you can verify my credibility with them and so on. And Bob's your auntie, right? I mean, guess what I'm trying to say is this is where you talk about the cost as well. Because by now they're saying, well, how much is it? They're just saying it off stage. And you know, when you say to them, well, what's your budget? And they go, oh, there's no budget. And go, well, I think there is. You just don't want to tell me, you know. Budget as low as possible. Well, whatever stupid answer you get, you just go round in circles. Well, two can play that game. I'm not giving you a price either. I'll send you a letter. But anyway, doesn't help you close the sale. But it's just very frustrating to have a client who won't give you a budget. But anyway, that in that case, obviously, you give them choices of packages. We all know that. So look, I guess that's really something I want to get across to you all, is to have those 5 components set out for every stage of your presentation. So whether you're selling Facebook packages, or whether you're selling websites, or whether you're selling, you'll do their Google ads for them, have set out, this is what it is, this is why you do it, this is an example of someone who's doing it well, here's an example of someone doing it bad, here's how you should do it, and here will be the actual benefit and cost to you to do it. And other than, it won't be a cost or anything, it will be an investment. You know, it's always use the word investment. They love that. Okay, it's Kate Llewellyn here, and I'm signing off about the 5 components for each strategy to try to sell your prospect, lead, customer, client, whatever you call them. Okay, bye.